Discover how can you know for sure if someone is trying to enter your house or is planning to do so in a few days. Welcome to the channel Spain Unlocked. My name is Anna, and today we'll be talking about something as important as your home, your property here in Spain. And this is a very, very important topic that we need to talk about so that you will be informed before something like this happens. And hopefully it's not going to be the case. Imagine this scene. You're coming back home and all of a sudden, right on your entry, on your main door, you see some strange signs like something carved, something in the frame, in the wood, or something put invisible string on it, or maybe there is a piece of plastic attached to it, very, very tiny and small one, very discreet, but you've managed to see it. Some kind of glue, string, or anything strange all of a sudden. And this will mean that there are some people who are monitoring your household to know if people are going back and forth, if there's a lot of movement, if you have kids or no kids, if there's any pets inside, if you went on holidays, or maybe this building and this property is absolutely free and no one is living inside. This means that these people, these thieves, in Spanish they're called cacos, are checking out the situation and they're planning on getting inside and take the belongings or install themselves illegally in your property and be ocupas inside of your home. How can you see? What are the signs? What do they mean? And how long before these thieves will enter your house, they're actually trying to monitor it? Answering to the last question, these monitorizations might begin even a year before something might happen. It all depends on the type of property. For example, if it's a luxurious house, if it's a villa, independent home, if they know there might be many products worth a lot of money inside, then they will start monitoring a year before. Why? Because they want to study where people are going, what are the schedules, how many times a year people are going on holidays typically, for how long people are going on holidays. If you go to supermarket shopping, if maybe you have weekends off, when are you working, if there's any kids inside, if there's any pets, what kind of life do you have? They study all of it. And once they gather all the necessary information, that is when they decide if it is a good idea to start acting and get inside illegally, or on contrary, they see that there is no specific interesting things inside, or maybe they see that it's not suitable and it's going to be really, really problematic to get in. And in this case, they just forget about it all, which also happens sometimes. Here on the screen, you will start seeing different types of signs, and we have them here on the paper that will tell you exactly what is the meaning of them, at least for now, as far as we know. This sign right here shows that this property is free and that the owners went on holidays somewhere and will not be getting back, at least anytime soon, in the next couple of days. This sign right here with the circle is meaning that owners will return very, very soon, and you need to be careful. There's not a lot of time left to act. Next sign is mornings, which means that mornings is when there's no one inside. And the other sign is nights. For example, if you're working a night shift. Followed by letter D, which means on Sundays there is no one. 7 and 8 usually are summer months, which means that in summer months there is someone, or on contrary, there is no one, which is a rare case. Then we have this one, which means it is possible to steal things here. There is a possibility. The one that is disoccupied, meaning that it's absolutely empty, there is no one living inside. This is mostly used for ocupas situation, illegal occupation. Next one is this, which means careful, there is a dog inside. This is mostly for robberies. And in other ones, that means that there's children at home, either mornings or evenings, night times, or in general, there's children inside of this property. Also, the invisible strings, the plastic, the glue, something like a mark on it. If you spot something like this, obviously it means that there is a possibility that your house is being watched. What to do in these cases and how to prevent it are the next two key points that we need to discuss in today's video. The first one is what to do if you see something like that. Well, the first thing that you need to do is not to remove it. Okay, do not remove these things previously without taking pictures. You need to take pictures of all the evidence. Don't touch it, take pictures, make a video, and call the police. Police will arrive, they will check all of it. Maybe they will even take fingerprints. It depends a lot on the municipality and on how police will act. But if these are good, proper police officers, they might even take fingerprints. Why? Because the person who might be doing it might leave his fingerprints. They might have it in a database, because usually these are burglars and thieves that have already some kind of a register inside of the police department. So they might know who it is and actually arrest them or do something before the robbery will take place. Apart from that, obviously you need to let them know just in case, because if something happens, if your things get stolen, you will be able to show that there is a report inside of the police that you've checked and you've seen that it's been happening. You've let the police know and they did not do anything. This will also work for your insurance company. And this will be one of the points on how you could potentially avoid if something happens and get the least amount of issues and loss as possible. So the things that you can do: take pictures, make videos, study the signs that they have, check it online. There's a complete list and much more of these types of signs, but you will know that your property is being watched. So take extra precautions in this case. What can you do to try and prevent it? First of all, alarm. The alarm systems here in Spain are working really, really well. There's different types of companies, popular companies, that do charge a all right amount of money, depending on how big obviously your property is, but there's as little as 30-40 euros a month, and you will have the alarm installed in your property, on the windows, on the door, whatever you want, with camera, with zero vision, with alerts to the police, and also alerts to the security, that once they see that someone's inside or someone is trying to get in through the door, if you have it on the entrance before even walking inside the property, which is really recommended, by the way. Not all companies do so, but Securitas Direct, for example, is one of those that do offer these types of cameras that are looking at your front door, front porch, and if you're not home, you have your alarm activated, they will let you know that someone's trying to get in or there's some suspicious activity next to your property. And you will be able probably to prevent people from entering inside. Not suitable for apartments where you have where you have a hallway where a lot of people pass, but for specific areas, it might be a great option. Also, if you have the alarm, it will let the police know exactly who entered. They will take the images. Maybe they will be able to get to know who was in charge of this robbery. Plus, if they see that there is alarm in the property, they know they have a very limited amount of time. There's going to be images probably, there's going to be registration of it, and it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't always make sense to steal belongings or enter illegally in these types of properties. And it doesn't serve for ocupas, illegal occupancy either, because there is a registration of exact time and date when you enter the property, and police will be able to actually get these people out within the first 48 hours if they know that this has happened and have the evidence of it. So alarm is number one thing. If not, check it out, see if there's someone coming inside, block the entry door, install additional systems from the inside to lock the door, maybe install systems on the windows like the alarm, just like it's a sound. If the window opens, it's gonna start like a siren. It's very unpleasant sound, very loud. Your neighbors will know, but at least everyone will be alerted. These are one of the things. Also, you can get the insurance for the property. Usually all the property owners in Spain do have a household insurance, but mostly it covers issues that happens: fire, flood inside of the property, any damages caused to the property, maybe some issues with air conditioning, plumbing, electricity, etc. If something gets broken and needs to be fixed, this might cover it, but it doesn't cover belongings inside a lot of the time. So there are specific insurances that do cover belongings that you have. The approximate value of these, you would need to provide invoices or just let them check which ones these are, but there is a possibility to insure all the belongings that you have, and in case these things get stolen, you will get the value returned to you. Obviously, it's still unpleasant, but at least more or less you will be insured that it's not as difficult and you don't lose as much as you could have if you don't have an insurance or if you don't have the alarm installed in your property. And usually after the police has been there, after everyone has checked everything and there's footage and there's photos of everything, probably they will remove it, and people will know when they will come and check your property. They will see that you know they've been here because you've removed it, or you've put some other sign, or you've put something, or everything is clean and it's checked out, or maybe there's a police tape on the door. They will know something happened, and probably they will not be interested in entering your property any longer. These are some tips and some advice and some useful information for all those who have a property in Spain or are planning to purchase a property here, to avoid very, very unpleasant situations like these. It is as much as common as in any other country in the world. Obviously, there are neighborhoods where it's slightly more common, where it's slightly less, where it's very, very safe to live. But just in case something like this happens, remember this video and check it out back again so that your house and you would be safe in your own property here in Spain. If you have any more questions, do not hesitate to write us a comment here down below. Click a like, subscribe to our channel to help us reach more people interested in life in Spain and relocating to Spain. And if you have any more questions, don't forget you can contact us with the email down below, our official website for EA Migration Consulting, which is our company specializing on relocation to Spain, stress and hassle-free, and also our WhatsApp number where you can contact us 24/7. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video. I hope it was useful, and we'll see you in a new video here on the channel this following Tuesday. Goodbye.